The following program was paid for by Latino Cleveland.
This program was made possible by Global Cleveland, supporting the growth of Northeast Ohio's Hispanic community.
Este programa es hecho gracias a Global Cleveland, respaldando el crecimiento de la comunidad hispana en el noreste de Ohio.
Welcome to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. I'm Myra Rosario, and I'm happy you can join us today. We have a lot going on today, great information in store for you. CSU is here to talk to us about admissions. I will be taking you to my gym, Fitness Edge in Lakewood. The clinic is here to speak about obesity and wellness. And we're going to go to the studio kitchen to keep the theme of healthy and to learn alternatives for most of the things we eat every day. And you know Latinos don't eat very well. But first with us this morning is a very special guest, Bill Guentzler.
Yes.
From the Cleveland International Film Festival. How are you?
Good. It's great to be here.
Yes, thank you. So can you share with our audience what the International Film Festival is and what you guys do?
Yeah, the Cleveland International Film Festival, we're going into our 39th year. It runs from March 18th through the 29th. You can pick up any of these guides, which are amazing. Right. They're 204 pages.
Yes.
There's 193 feature films, 240 short films from over 60 countries. So that's more than we've ever shown before.
Wow.
There's like 400 films in here from all over the world, including some from Cleveland. Mm-hmm. Most of the films take place at Tower City, right in this heart of downtown. Mm-hmm. But we have other screenings like from the Capitol Theater, Cedar Lee, Shaker Square. We even have a full day in Akron this year.
Wow, okay. So the film festival is over a course of how many days?
12 days. So it starts on March 18th with just one film and a big party, and then it runs all the way until the next Sunday.
Now you actually have Cinema Español, all Spanish films?
All films, like the way how we determine it is if a film has 50% of the film in Spanish, we put it in Cinema Español. And this year we have 17 films in that sidebar, which is more than ever before.
Okay, and they can find that listing online and in the book as well?
Yes, online at clevelandfilm.org. You can just select, we have all the information about everything that you can possibly know about the film festival online, and you can actually select Cinema Español, and it gives you the list of the films.
Wow, that's incredible. So ticket prices, where can people buy the tickets?
You can go online, or you can call our 1-800 number, and going online is probably the easiest because you could read the descriptions of the films and buy your tickets right away. That's clevelandfilm.org. But you can also go down to Tower City, and we have our box office open right now, and that is actually in the lobby of the cinemas. Tickets are $13 for members of the organization and $15 for non-members. But we have a lot of discount codes out there that more than likely you don't have to pay more than $13.
Right. Actually, in LatinoCleveland.com, we have our own promo codes. So if you go to LatinoCleveland.com, they can find a promo code on there. So let me go back. You said 39 years. So what is the mission of the Cleveland International Film Festival?
Just mainly to educate people about film. Our mission is exhibition and education. So we put on the film festival, and we do as much as we can to teach people that come to the film festival about different cultures, different ways of living. We actually have a film slam program, which is for high school and middle school students, that we play the films in the morning for them, and they eat a lot of nachos at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow.
We have last year we had over 6,000 students come in seeing films, and actually one of the highlights is our Spanish language short films, because a lot of the students that are studying Spanish language come in and learn in Spanish about Spanish culture.
Right. So how many films can you watch in one day?
You can be crazy and watch 7 or possibly even 8 on the weekends, because they start at 9 o'clock in the morning and they run all the way until midnight.
Wow. So are tickets limited?
Tickets are limited. We have to reserve a certain amount of seats in each theater for pass holders, and that's all access. They can walk in and out, and those are available for purchase too. If you really want to see a lot of films, that's the best way to go. But if we sell a certain amount of tickets beforehand, and then a film goes on standby.
Okay. So if you don't mind, share with our audience where they can get these tickets again and the price.
Yeah, it's $13 or $15, but like you said, there's a discount code, and you can get your tickets for $13. You can go online at clevelandfilm.org, and you can see all the information and buy your tickets there.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you for coming.
Thanks.
Remember, the tickets are limited. You can log on to latinocleveland.com for a discount. Now, when we return, CSU is in studio to share with us everything you need to know about spring admissions. So you won't want to miss it, so make sure you stay tuned. Welcome back to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. Now with us we have Lee Furbeck from Cleveland State University, our educational sponsor, here to tell us everything we need to know about admissions, spring admissions, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So what does our audience need to know about spring admissions?
Well, this is a great time to be talking about college admissions because this is the time of year when our high school seniors and students who are looking to transfer from one school to another and folks who are potentially looking at graduate school, pretty much everybody has admissions in their mind if they're thinking about starting this summer or this fall. Some key things to remember, if you are looking to apply and you have not done so already, there is still time. And Cleveland State University's application is available on our website at engagecsu.com. And students can fill out the application. We would also need to see an official high school transcript if they're an incoming freshman, or transcripts from other colleges and universities that they've attended if they're going to be transferring or coming in as a graduate student. And they would submit their application, their supporting materials for undergraduate freshmen. That would also include an ACT or SAT test score.
Wow, this is incredible. So what sets CSU apart from all other colleges?
Oh, wow. So many things. Where do I start? I hope that folks who are watching today have heard the phrase engaged learning in conjunction with CSU, because that is really what we're all about. It's who we are. We are an urban campus. We are right in the middle of downtown. We're steps away from key corporations where folks can do their internships. We have, as a matter of fact, more than 3,000 students who are doing internships and co-ops right now.
That's incredible.
Yes, yes, and that really gives our students kind of a heads up in the job market when they're getting ready to graduate.
So what type of things do you guys offer for the Latino student?
Sure. Well, we do have over 200 student clubs and organizations, and those are going to run the gamut from, club sports to Greek life. But we also have a very, very active chapter of Latinos Unidos. And we have some other features that folks might be interested in. In addition to our regular degree programs, we have an English as a second language program that people could take advantage of. We also have a Center for International Students and Programs, and we have about 1,300 international students on campus at any given time, and that office supports those students and helps them out at the university, making sure that they're successful.
Wow, that's incredible. So before we wrap up, what is our deadlines? How do we apply, and where can they go online to learn more?
Absolutely. I would say apply as soon as possible, but we will continue to take applications throughout the summer, but the sooner the better. EngageCSU.com. I'd also like to put a plug in for our spring open house. So if you're thinking about CSU or just kind of want to see what Cleveland State University is all about, please join us on March 28th. It's a Saturday. It's an open house format from 9 to 2, and you can register at EngageCSU.com.
Well, thank you, Lee. This is very informative. New education, spring, everything.
Yes.
So thank you for coming. And if you want to learn more information, you can log on to latinocleveland.com. And when I get back, we are going to take you to Fitness Edge, where I actually have had a success of losing 15 pounds. Some of you guys may or may not know I'm a mother of twins, and it's just been an incredible opportunity. So when we get back, you don't want to miss it. You'll be able to meet my trainer, and stay tuned for more Yo Soy Latino Cleveland right after this. Hello, I'm Myra Rosario with Yo Soy Latino Cleveland, and I am ready to get physical. with Marty from Fitness Edge. How are you?
Great. Thanks for being here today.
Okay, so this is a special place for me because this is where I'm actually have lost 15 pounds.
Look at those guns.
Look at this. So Marty, can you share with our audience where you're from?
Absolutely. I'm from Cali, Colombia, and I'm first generation born here in Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay, wonderful. So another Latino-owned business that Latino Cleveland likes to support. So can you share with our audience what sets this gym apart from other gyms? I know what it's done for me, but can you share with our audience your thoughts?
Sure, absolutely. The great thing about coming here to Fitness Edge is that we consider ourselves a fitness family. So you're not just a number when you come in the door. You get greeted upon entering and leaving. Everybody knows your name, and we really enjoy working everybody out and making you sweat and kicking your butt with a smile.
Right. And that's what personally I love, is that it's just very homey, and for me, the personal experience is that I get to work out with you guys and you teach me. So can we share, let's see, show them what we do.
Sure, we're going to do a little demo here today. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start doing some cardio work with the battling ropes.
Okay.
So Myra's going to take a big step forward.
Okay.
Big step forward right here, and then just basically take two hands and whip in the rope. Good. As fast as you can, go. So this is an awesome exercise to get the heart rate pumping.
Nice.
And it's deceptively challenging. It'll really get the heart rate going and get you warmed up real good. So that's our first one. The next one she's going to do is a kettlebell swing.
Okay.
And she's going to grab the kettlebell here. And this one is basically good for working the core and lower body, working the glutes and the quads. So she'll go ahead and start the kettlebell swing. Okay. All right, so inhale down, exhale up. Right, bending those knees. Inhale, exhale, right? So there's our kettlebell swing, worked in the lower body. Awesome.
Okay.
All right, and the next move we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here to the cable cross.
Okay.
And on the cable cross, this is gonna work the upper body, chest, triceps, and shoulders. She's gonna grab the handles, take a big step forward.
Let's do this.
It's gonna be awesome.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
Yeah. And she's gonna press it down out. Exhaling, inhale, exhale. That's it, getting lean and mean, and super buff.
Nice. And that's one of the things, is that you talk us through it, and I've learned so much being here. So if people want to get a hold of you, can you please let them know how to get a hold of you?
Sure, you can see us online at www.fitnessedgecleveland.com, and you can also reach us via phone at 216-678-9291.
Okay. And you have certain specialties, because I am a mother of twins, and I lost 15 pounds. I started in November, and so it's been an amazing experience for me. What do you specialize in?
We do a lot of work with brides in training, girls that recently get engaged and they're like, I must fit in my dress and get ready for their big day. And then we also do a lot of work with new moms, people who, they come in and they say, I just had a baby, and I got to get back to my pre-baby weight. So those are probably our top two demographics that we tend to work with.
Cool. Well, if you want to learn more, make sure you log on to latinocleveland.com. We'll have that contact information, the website again.
www.fitnessedgecleveland.com.
Okay, great. So make sure you stay tuned for more Just Soy Latino right after this. Welcome back to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. I'm very excited to have with us now special guest from the Cleveland Clinic, our health sponsor, to speak to us about obesity and how it affects the Latino community, Dr. John Rodriguez. How are you?
Good, Myra. How are you? Thank you for having me here.
Now, share with our audience de dónde tú eres.
Yo soy de Venezuela, nací en Caracas, estudié medicina en Venezuela y tengo ya casi 10 años aquí en Estados Unidos.
Okay, great. So for our audience that doesn't speak Spanish, he's been here for 10 years?
10 years, close
10 years. So obesity, that's such an important subject. Could you share with our audience about, preventing obesity and what the issues are here in the United States?
Sure. So obesity is actually a huge problem. When you look at the United States, about a third of the people are obese. But when you look at the Hispanics in the United States, it's even a bigger problem, because up to 40% of Hispanics are morbidly obese, which is a huge, huge incidence.
40% of the general population?
Of Hispanics, yes.
Of Hispanics,
and especially when you look at Hispanics from Puerto Rico and Mexico, it's even a higher number. So.
Wow. What are some of the consequences of the obesity?
So the consequences are pretty devastating, especially in the Hispanic community, because they are usually combined with other medical problems such as high blood pressure, high cholesterol. So they can result in heart problems, stroke, diabetes. So it's a very, very big problem we have to address.
Okay. Some of our preventative things that people can do for obesity.
So the biggest things are diet and exercise, so what we call lifestyle modifications, which is, it's a lot easier to say it than actually do it. It takes a lot of commitment and a lot of education, and that's where primary care and preventive medicine play a huge role. And one of the things that we've been doing here for the Hispanic community at Lutheran Hospital is trying to establish a Hispanic clinic, and we have a few doctors that are not just Spanish speaking, but they're actually Hispanics who, you know, share the same background as most of our community. We have Dr. Rosario, who's a primary care physician. She's excellent. You know, she's great with her patients. Dr. Myra, who I think you've had on the show before, who's a gastroenterologist, and myself, I'm a general and a bariatric surgeon as well.
All right. So you're part of the Lutheran Hispanic Clinic?
Yes.
The Lutheran Hospital? I think that's such a great thing there. So they can go to the hospital and have Spanish language doctors, people that relate to the culture and the food. So can you share with our audience what determines whether a person is obese?
So we look at something called the body mass index, which is basically a number you calculate based on your height and your weight. And there's, you know, kind of different categories in which you fall, and the number is usually 25. So between 25 and 30, you're considered overweight, but when you look at over 30, then you're considered obese.
Wow, okay. So, I mean, do you guys treat children too?
So we are developing an adolescent program, but that's been, you know, our focus at Lutheran has been more towards the adult population. Most of the adolescent and children care has been more towards the Cleveland Clinic Children's Hospital at main campus.
Okay, so if people want to learn more about this important subject, again, you said 40% of the Hispanic population? Wow. So if people want to learn more, can you share that information?
Sure. So there's a couple of good resources at the Cleveland Clinic website, which is myclevelandclinic.org. There's a dedicated website from our bariatric program where patients can even register, attend meetings, and it's a very good motivational tool, not just for surgery itself, but also for general education about obesity.
Okay, great. Well, doctor, thank you so much for being here with us. And if you want to learn more, you can log on to latinocleveland.com. Now, when we return, we're going to the kitchen. We're going to continue the conversation about healthy ways to cook. So stay tuned. We'll be right here for more Yo Soy Latino Cleveland right after this. Welcome back to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. I'm excited to join us here in the studio. Nella and Marisol from Wellness to Go. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, good. So share with our audience, where are you from?
I am from Nicaragua and Puerto Rico.
Nice.
And from Puerto Rico. Both my parents are from Puerto Rico.
Okay. Now, you founded this
Yes,
company,
this is
and can
me.
you share with us what it is that you do? And
Okay, so what I do, well, today Marisol is going to make us some Spanish quinoa.
Okay.
We change ajo con gandules, which is red rice and beans, and we changed it to quinoa, Spanish was beans, with the lentils, or what we call here the green pigeon peas, and then we have some vegetables and some grilled chicken with some jalapeno Greek yogurt mixed with it.
Quinoa?
Or quinoa.
Quinoa.
It's pronounced quinoa, like quinoa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, it can be a replacement for regular rice?
For rice, well, what I do is I changed my brown rice pasta over to quinoa, because quinoa has a lot of great health benefits. It has, it's high in protein, it's got alkaline, which is cancer fighting, and it's high fiber. And now Goya makes it.
Right.
So all us Hispanics have no excuse.
Right.
It's in the Goya section because, you know, the Latinos tend to go to that Spanish section, to the Goya. So now, so me and my mom one day were just messing around with it, Marisol.
So what's Marisol doing over here now?
I'm just adding all the ingredients together, just like you would your regular
rice.
Yes, sofrito and all that
Sofrito's in there. Yes, we have 2 tablespoons of sofrito, which we put in there, a 1/4 cup of tomato sauce, 2 tablespoons of oil, and 2 teaspoons of salt, and 2 packets of sazon.
Wow, okay.
And
Regular sazon?
yes,
Yeah.
or actually with the achote to give it the color.
Okay.
Low sodium.
Okay.
They have the low sodium kind now, the Goya does, so. And then I always, one thing I do that's healthier alternative, because there's a lot of preservatives in the Goya beans, I drain them and I rewash them a few times over, and I add my own water. Instead of, a lot of people keep the water that's in the can that has the preservatives in it.
okay, yeah.
So what I do, which I brought the colander, I rinse them out and I clean them out, and then I add my own water. That way it cleans out a lot of the preservatives, which does help a little bit. And then I do change the oil too. So we use, instead of, a lot of Latinos use canola, and so I changed it to grapeseed oil, which is a healthier alternative.
Okay. Well, before we go, I want to make sure, so your Wellness to Go, share with our audience what it is, the Wellness to Go, real quickly, and how they can get a hold of you.
Okay, I am on wellnessonthegomeals.com. I am on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Anyone could email me at Nella at Wellness on the Go Meals, and my phone number is all included in all my social sites. I do healthy meals delivered on the go for anyone that's looking to just change their lifestyle, their eating habits. They can give me a call. I do individualized meal plans, and I also blog on different wellness trends in the Northeast Ohio.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to share this information on latinocleveland.com. This is a very important thing you guys deliver, and I love that. So make sure next week we're going to touch base with Cleveland State University, who's going to talk to us about honor programs. We have a Latino symphony composer. We're also going to talk about diabetes awareness. And Danny's going to be taking us behind the scenes to a local food truck. And we have a very, very special young lady who's making a difference in the community, so don't miss it. And make sure you tune in to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland here every Saturday at 11 a.m. Thank you.